Shout out to Hoop Reports. I've been watching a decent amount of their videos lately. Big shout out to Hoop Reports. NBA players in 2023 who hate each other. Obviously, the thumbnail had to be Draymond and Jordan Poole. I need predictions in chat. Who do y'all think are some players that legitimately got smoked for one another? D-Book and Luka, that's one of them. D-Book and Luka, that's one of them. What's another one, man? What's another one? D-Book and Luka. There's LeBron and Dylan Brooks. LeBron and Dylan Brooks. Russ and Embiid. I think that's kind of fading. Harden and Giannis. I will say that. Harden and Giannis. I agree with that. Chet and Wemby is so forced. I don't think. Heat and the C's. I don't think they hate each other, to be honest with you. I think those two are just competitive ass teams. Simmons and Embiid. Oh, Simmons and Cat? Simmons and Cat, maybe. Simmons and Cat. Russ and KD, I don't think they care anymore, to be honest with you. Russ and KD do not care about that beef anymore.
The NBA used to be a wild place where there was no room for friends. It didn't matter if you were Larry Bird. It didn't matter if you were Michael Jordan. There was a ton of hate in the league, and it was evident.
Scott Foster and Chris Paul.
Players hated each other. And at the time, boxing rings and the basketball courts actually had something in common.
Oh, Draymond and Rudy. At this point,
protect yourselves at all times.
Draymond and Rudy.
Somewhere along the way, however, the front office of the NBA didn't like the direction things were heading and thought it was bad for the PR of the league. So they slowly started to change things. Clapping too loudly now has turned into a technical foul. Showing off passion to the officials can now get you ejected out of the game. And apparently, so can the act of simply tying your shoe.
What?
This is why when the OGs look at how the game is being played today, they only have one word to describe it: soft. Well, the league's methods have been working quite a bit. As a result, instead of being enemies, NBA players are now becoming friends.
All right, that was different.
And instead of being rivals, NBA players are now becoming family. I mean that both metaphorically and literally.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Some players, however, don't enjoy following the status quo.
It's on
Some
site,
players like it old school. And as a wise man once said, some people...
No, that was crazy. Looking back, man, if there's one thing I do not like about Jokic in his career, this moment right here, there was some fuck shit. If you're going to push someone like that, at least have him facing you. Pushing someone from the back like that, now that's some hoe ass shit. That's some hoe ass shit. No cap.
Enjoy following the status quo. Some players like it old school.
No way.
And as a wise,
you're 7'1", 280, decking someone like that from behind. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
This man once said, "Some people just want to see the world burn." Ladies and gentlemen, here are NBA players in today's day and age that still have that hate inside them. Paul George and Damian Lillard are some of the biggest names in the NBA. And back in 2019, they came face-to-face in the playoffs where Dame Time finished off PG-13 as he scored a buzzer-beating three in his face.
Lillard, long-range three.
That was an amazing shot that'll go down in NBA history.
I don't know they got beef like
Paul
that.
George didn't like it one bit and had this to say about it.
I don't care what anybody says, that's a bad shot.
That was 4 years ago, though.
Well, funny enough, 1 year later in a Game 7 between the Clippers and the Nuggets, George missed a horrible shot that went off the side of the backboard.
Number of second shots, though.
George, way off. It's the side of the backboard.
Yo, that's crazy, bruh. Yo, Quest, the name of the video is NBA players in 2023 who hate each other. That's crazy, chat. What a crazy day on Twitter. If you know, you know. What a crazy day on Twitter when this fucking moment happened, bro. Because this was Game 7 too.
A random fan, after seeing that shot, immediately tweeted to Lillard at the time asking if this is a good shot. Lillard responded, "Look good to me." The tension was high between the two All-Stars, and one time it actually carried off the basketball courts and involved their families. Here's what happened. In the 2020 bubble, the Los Angeles Clippers matched up against the Portland Trail Blazers in a thriller. The game came down to the wire, with Lillard having a good chance to ice the game at the free throw line. Unfortunately for him, he missed them both as they clanked off the front of the rim.
Really?
Patrick Beverley immediately insulted Lillard's iconic celebration by pointing to his watch and yelling Dame time. Eventually, Paul George got involved too, and on Twitter, he mocked Lillard, saying he was getting sent home this year. To which Lillard responded, "Keep switching teams, running from the grind, you boys is chumps."
Man, oh man. Times have changed, huh? Times have changed, huh? What happened to the game I love, man? What did happen to the game I love? God. He was trying to ratio too. Shit didn't work.
Ouch. Shots were fired, and in a hot summer in Orlando, things just got hotter because Lillard's sister and Paul's wife were now getting into the action.
I don't remember this.
Since then, they've said they quote-unquote squashed the beef, with Paul George backtracking and saying that it was a great shot, and Lillard saying that they shook hands. Okay. But hey, you know what two players will probably never shake hands? Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert. I don't know how it started between these two, but a few years ago in the All-Star game, Draymond showed a bit of hostility toward Rudy when the two men were being compared.
And I think he made some sort of slick comment about, on his podcast too, certain people getting DPOYs that they don't deserve. That it was a clear shot at Rudy. I ain't gonna lie.
You keep mentioning me in the same sentence with him. We're not alike. Who's not alike? Who you just mentioned me with? You not like Mutombo or Rudy Gobert? I ain't say Mutombo. You not like Gobert? No, we ain't nothing alike.
Then, when Draymond had that whole fiasco with Poole, Gobert tweeted out that insecurity is always loud.
Oh, shit.
Then, when Gobert had that altercation with Kyle Anderson, Draymond returned the favor.
Oh, shit.
As of today, it's pretty clear that the two of them hate each other.
It's just noise to me, you know, and if anything, you know, when people keep talking about you, keep targeting you in some way.
No.
It means you're doing something right.
They gotta show the
Rudy
other
doesn't
angle,
show it
bro.
passionately, but
they
make no
gotta
mistake.
show the other
Deep
angle,
down,
bro.
he hates Draymond, but he ain't the only one. Jordan Poole still absolutely hates him for humiliating him with that punch, which sent shockwaves throughout the entire basketball world. Then Harrison Barnes, the Warriors' 7th overall pick from back in 2012, still hates Draymond too.
Wait, they got beef?
After the Warriors collapsed in the 2016 NBA
Was it because Draymond called KD and essentially got Harrison Barnes out of there? Like, what?
Finals, the reports were that Draymond was the catalyst for the Warriors in acquiring Kevin Durant. Well, in order to acquire KD, Golden State's front office had to make salaries work, and as a result, they couldn't afford to re-sign Harrison Barnes. And ever since then, Barnes has held a grudge against Draymond.
I get it. Harrison Barnes, you could have played better, though. I think Steph Curry could have played just fine. Harrison Barnes just needed to step up, and they win that thing. Deadass.
Like when he got married, he invited pretty much the entire Warriors organization except Draymond.
What if Draymond didn't show up? Damn, not too much on Harrison Barnes. Damn, Kyrie was there too. Fuck.
And so, for instance, this dude invite Steph them this way, Steph Clay.
Oh, okay, never mind. He went on this podcast and said, Harrison Barnes didn't invite me. Okay, never mind, chat. Never mind.
This dude invite Steph them this way, Steph Clay, everybody at this wedding except me. Like, bro.
Honestly, I wouldn't have believed it unless I heard it from Draymond himself.
Okay, Dame is laughing a little bit too hard.
Anyway, let's move on from Draymond because I could probably make an entire video on players that hate just him. Did y'all know that the number 1 and number 2 overall picks from 2021 are at each other's throats?
Don't fuck with each other?
I mean, look at
this is crazy. I actually don't know about all of this, man. I ain't gonna lie. W video, man. W video.
This dunk from Draymond Green on Cade Cunningham. That was nasty. But after that sweet move,
he did not
Green
dunk on,
clearly had some choice words for Cunningham.
Cade. He did not dunk on Cade.
Now,
man. Stop.
I ain't a professional lip reader or anything, but even I could tell what he said. The refs realized it too, which is why they hit Green with a technical foul immediately. Now, if you're wondering where the animosity started between the two of them, one could probably say it was the rivalry and all the battles they had back in high school. Or one could say it started from the time Cade Cunningham literally smacked Jalen Green across the face.
Slur.
I mean, wouldn't you hate someone who just randomly smacked you like that?
Oh, no, that's kind of crazy. Is that Tyrese Maxey?
It's probably why Luka hates Booker.
Yo, Tyrese Maxey's funny, man. I keep on seeing old clips of Tyrese Maxey, and Tyrese Maxey's he just vibes out, man. He just minds his own business. He got some positive vibes with him, man. Shout out to Big Maxey. No cap.
Booker didn't physically slap Luka. He wouldn't dare. But he emotionally tried to bully him during the 2022 NBA playoffs.
Yeah, Maxey just be vibing, man.
Well, we all know that lit a fire within Luka as he completely dismantled the Suns and gave Devin Booker a beating that he'll remember for the rest of his life.
Probably Cade, though.
It is not right what Luka is doing to the Phoenix Suns.
I mean, even a year after that Game 7 matchup, these two are still going at it whenever they face off against each other. But at least they're young, so that's a bit more socially acceptable.
Sausage.
One thing I wonder is why the heck Ime Udoka said what he said to LeBron. These two are practically both in their 40s, and yet Udoka, the head coach of the Rockets, out of nowhere
Savannah
called
next, buddy. Savannah
called LeBron soft and asked him, "What are you going to do about it?" Sheesh, guys. I don't think I've ever seen a coach talk crazy like that. One thing is for sure at this point, Ime Udoka ain't gonna get invited to Taco Tuesdays.
Well,
Taco
Tuesday. This is when I knew LeBron was old, man. This was, boy, I've never seen a cringer LeBron arc in my life. Taco Tuesday never hit. I'm sorry. I'm here to break the fourth wall. Maybe I was capping for the timeline back then. Taco Tuesday was so cringe to me. Shoot. It's Taco Tuesday. Bro. Oh, fuck.
And neither is Dylan Brooks. I don't know if Brooks actually hates him for all the crazy stuff he's been doing to LeBron, such as staring him directly in the face for a long period of time, knowing that the world is watching without cracking a smile. But one thing is for sure, LeBron hates him. I mean, when was the last time you saw LeBron do the too small sign after scoring?
But that small, yeah, that's how I knew LeBron meant business. It's one thing to do this, right? Oh, you're too little. But he did this. You're down here, buddy. You're down here. You are this small. Not here. You're this small, bruh. To the floor. To the floor, man. That's how I knew Bron wasn't playing. That's how I knew Bron wasn't playing, bro.
Anyway, this next one involves an NBA player and an actual referee. But man, this referee tilts the balance of games so much that he might as well be labeled as a player at this point.
Chat, top 3 worst refs in the game right now, man. Scott Foster. These are just people that annoy me. Scott Foster. The dude who actually got rigged or got found that he had bias for the Celtics. Fuck that dude. I never liked him. And Tony Brothers, bro. Tony Brothers annoys the shit out of me. I don't know what it is. Yes, Tony Brothers. Fuck Tony Brothers, man.
I'm talking about Chris Paul and Scott Foster. And let me tell you guys, the hatred between these two is personal and is about as bad as it gets in the NBA. The numbers back it up too. Like in the 20 NBA playoff games that Foster has reffed for Chris, CP3 is 3-17. And in playoff games where Foster was not the referee, CP3 is 73-56. The two of them have been going at each other for years. And more recently, we found out from Chris that Scott Foster once even said some stuff about his son. How crazy is that?
What?
Well, after digging into it, here's what happened.
So in the situation with his son, I believe after a game, Lil Chris was playing in the tunnel. Scott Foster in the car with the other refs rolls up to him, like honks the horn at him, yells at him, get the f out the way, and some other expletives.
Talking to a little kid.
To a little kid. CP3 finds out about that naturally, like any of us would do it with our kids. Is not particularly happy about that.
Oh, no, it's on site. Nah. You're not about to cuss out my child. Nah, that's crazy. Fuck Scott Foster. Fuck Scott. Nah. You're not about to cuss out my kid. Who do you think you are? What? Your job revolves around my play. I'm the talent. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I would have been and I'm the president of the MBPA? Oh, shit, my bad. I'm flexing.
Sheesh, guys. I want to ask you all a question, though. What do y'all think about the drama that's resurfacing in the NBA? Does the league need more of it or less?
The league needs more of it. It does. It does, man. I need real beefs. I need real sausages on the court. You know what I'm saying? I need real sausages on the court. More Zama type shit. I like this beanie hoodie combination I got, man. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me of a velvet cheesecake. I'm saying like cranberry cheesecake or some shit, man. I really want cheesecake right now. You know. But shout out to Hoop Supports for the video, man.